this. Tempered Fate plus Twisted Fate. Just fantastic. As there's the Lee Sin. So not an Olaf, but it's not going to be doing Smeb any favors. This is going to be a really rough time.
I mean, the reason why Lee Sin is considered as great pick when it comes to like LPL or those aggressive other regions is because of his skirmishes, you know?
Yeah.
And KT has so many good champions for the random skirmishes, you know? They have so many tools to move around the map and they are all mobile, so I think they just need to have many like possible as skirmishes, you know, around the mid jungle, and also they have bar to use the game, just make a game really messy.
Yeah, and they'll be able to split up the team fights as well. Tempered Fate and then Lee Sin kick someone into the remaining members of your team, and then can really pick off someone like Ashe. That's why it's good that Kellin's on the Thresh here. Make sure that Ashe can reposition on a dime. But I'm looking at that Trundle Malphite on the top side of the map, and I just don't know what Smeb's going to be able to do to bail himself out. Last time, I think it had a lot to do with Trundle being able to subjugate the Malphite and make him far less useful. This time around, it will be more difficult. But aiming is back on the Ezreal, and it's Ezreal Bard. This lane is super good. You would, of course, know, would it, being a savant on the OTP on the Bard. Love it. So at least we'll have some top-tier analysis. But the analysis might just be that Malphite's going to be unkillable. I don't know. How many Mountain Drakes is aiming going to be able to get this game, I guess is the question. Can he get to the dream 300 armor? I know a lot of people on Reddit were talking about whether there would have been an Ornn in the game, what armor numbers he could get to, because of course Frozen Fist has an extra 60 armor. He'd be over 300 at that point. This time around, probably not going to happen as we get onto the Rift for game number 3. KT back on the blue side. Blue side has won every game so far. So theoretically, if that's what we're looking at, then it should be better for KT. But they did have the Trundle into the Malphite last time. This time around, Gen.G have dealt with that problem. And it might just be more difficult, as bonO's also on Lee Sin. And we're going to rely on bonO to get stuff done. Like you were talking about, Trundle pretty mindless, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sort of do whatever you want, as Amy's going to get slowed down. And Ruler even getting a ward into the brush. Cancels that auto, but that's all right. Down to 200 health. Is he going to have another? Oh my god.
Almost.
Actually had to skill Arcane Shift to get himself out of the way there. As
Kellin is coming.
Oh my god, how did aiming not know that that's exactly what was going to happen?
I mean, that was really clean plan by Gen.G too.
I guess so.
Kellin skilled Lantern and he just instant W flashed into auto, and that was just clean kill by Ruler.
Oh my god. Well, I guess there weren't too many options for aiming. It's not like he can move away from the turret, but we're going to have a look at this one more time.
I mean, as Ezreal, you really don't want to skill shift at level 1.
No, of course not.
At the last moment, he skilled it, so we thought he might survive, but Kellin was here.
That's super sick. Ruler and Kellin already with a gigantic lead, and because of the shield, Kellin gets an assist. So it's even worse than it could have been.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of extra gold here, as it's not going to cost them too much. Aiming didn't even have to use his teleport to get back to this lane on time. But we were talking about this lane being really good. It's certainly in a very different position this time. Yeah, I've been cursing a lot today, actually.
Yeah.
Not in the bad way, not in the illegal way, but I have certainly cursed KT a couple of times with some things on Twitter and things like that. But I don't know whether KT have been reading my Twitter, so I don't know whether it can actually count, as the hook is going to go wide. Level 2 gained early here by Gen.G. As Ruler's just really good at Ashe. He is very good at Ashe.
Yeah. And still, the game plan for KT is not changed at all. They just need to have so many skirmishes as possible as they can. And this is the team composition for the skirmishes, you know? Not like just go for the late game, mid-late game team fight, and
Yeah.
straight up 5v5. It's not that they want.
The thing that's really rough, though, is that bonO needs to be top lane and bottom lane now. After that first blood, Ruler is so far ahead. And he's just going to be able to keep putting pressure down, because an Ashe who's ahead is actually really good at snowballing an advantage. As Rascal's not having as good a time as he was last time. Smeb takes a turret shot. I take it all back. I need to stop talking. I'm just cursing everyone today. As Rascal's just going to freeze the lane. Bit of a savant here towards the top side. We need to go and call LS. He might be asleep though. He didn't get a lot of rest last night. But as you can see, bonO doing exactly what he needs to do. Camping top lane. But was in vision. As yet, Clid turns up. And Smeb is well and truly... Okay, gonna have to flash. Teleport comes in. As Kuro has a gold card, but he's not going to be able to utilize it. And Rascal survives for the moment. Smeb looking to go back. And that is going to be flash down and teleport down in trade for, yeah, nothing.
That was great force by KT. And also we didn't check it, but Clid has Predator. And that's actually old Predator, by the way. It's different compared to the live one. We are still on 10.11 patch notes in LCK right now.
Yep, so don't have the lower cooldown. Oh, TusiN is going to land a Cosmic Binding. That's good news. But Aiming now going to have to teleport back after getting a tier. Oh man, it's not going to get better from here.
Yeah.
First back for an Ezreal. One of the worst feelings if it has to be a tier. You much prefer to go back and collect a Sheen and actually have some stats that you can utilize. Smeb having a better time up here. So
not getting solo killed yet.
Yeah, hasn't been solo killed yet. It was level 6, so look for that.
Maybe our expectations for a Smeb is kind of getting lower and lower and lower. The more we see his games, but anyways, Gen.G's game structure always has been like that. They have really great mid-late game team fight, but when they're losing, they had really rough early games, right? But today, Rascal is playing really good on top side, and also this time around, Ruler already got the first blood on the bot lane, and also landing phase is, his landing phase is doing really great with Kellin.
Super good.
Especially he subbed in today, by the way. It was live before, but today, no live. Yes, Kellin. They already found first play to the bot lane.
Yeah, well, bonO's going to come over. What was that Q? No idea what that was trying to do as the Tempest Cripple comes down. Kellin gets slowed, but the flash is going to get him to safety. Flash and cleanse down. Bottom side in trade for just one summon the spell on KT's side. You might call that a successful gank, but bonO's going to need to come back and get even more. Pings out onto exactly where Clid and BDD are. But Gen.G, they're looking to try and do a bit of, okay, Cosmic Binding not going to land. There's the playback. Kellin does all that he can to try and survive, but there's even a Twisted Fate in this lane, and 4 versus 2 isn't going to do it. I was about to commend them for attempting to freeze, but bit off a little bit more than they could chew.
Yeah, I mean, this is Bard, so you cannot expect.
Well, I've seen this movie before, guys. This time Smeb's level 6, though, so he's going to survive. And it does have teleport available as well, so it should be all right. One turret plate does go down, and Ruler does walk back into this lane. But as you can see, Aiming has actually caught back up as far as farm. He's going to be behind about 6 or 7, but it was looking worse in the earlier stages. Lee Sin's on his red buff, and I don't know whether they are fully aware of what Clid's doing. Going to back away, so did get confirmation of that one. Kuro comes up. Going to try and take down this Rift Scuttler on the top side. As we're going to check out TusiN. TusiN go through this wall.
Casually screaming Thresh is no flash for like 5 times.
Well, they knew that Thresh didn't have flash.
Yeah.
There we go.
And yeah, when TusiN has playmaking support, like he just becomes like some other player, you know?
A shot-calling monster.
Yeah.
Well, now they've got the power of TusiN and the power of Kuro back together. Remember, they were teammates on probably the best iteration of Afrika that we've seen. Looked really, really good. Unfortunately, that year, Kingzone were also very, very strong. So weren't able to grab the limelight.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't... Yeah, I mean, I just want to say that I feel like TusiN is like Hilly-san in KR version, you know? Like when he plays good, like he's a monster, he's a god, you know? So this time around, he's performing really good.
Well, Hook is going to land. This is what happens when you have top prio, guys. Gold card comes in, trying to lock up BDD, but looks like Kuro is going to fall down. Wildcards are good, though, and he gets himself out. The kickback onto bonO doesn't have a safeguard, but my God, they can't catch up to him. Clid's desperately trying to get on top of TusiN, as aiming, looking to try and take down the troll. The Q lands just to add insult to injury, and KT completely outplayed Gen.G in the river.
That ping pong between Kuro and bonO, that was just insane. And also, as we mentioned it's Bard and Ezreal. They can always jump into the mid skirmishes, and this is the team composition, and this is way how you use Lee Sin and Bard and Ezreal and TF at the same time. That was insane plays. I mean, it was not that great start, but Kuro knew that he's not gonna get one shot. That gold card target was insane, and also those bonO, like he's gonna just jump back.
Oh, what? Oh no! BDD flashing. That was weird. If he had stayed over the wall, bonO was dead. Kuro might have been dead.
Flash does not deal a damage, so that was kind of a weird moment.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what that flash was doing. Because it was only Bard. He wasn't gonna die. Okay, we'll need to see a slow-mo of that one. Maybe I'll check it out when I get home. Mountain Drake gonna be coming up second, so KT with only one as their option. It's going to mean we're going to have either Ocean Soul or Cloud Soul this game. No more 300 armor Ezreal. Sorry, guys. He's building his Manamune first, then into the Iceborne Gauntlet second. Often we see a Sheen thrown in there, but aiming not able to get the Sheen timing exactly right. So we'll instead go for that one. Clid's going to take this top side Rift Scuttler. And Mountain Drake spawning in 3 seconds. Lee Sin's moving towards the top side of the map. We'll see whether anyone does put priority on it. But, and trying to find a place for Shelly.
Yeah. I mean, it's still great to see BDDs having a CS advantage on the mid lane, but Kuro doesn't care. He's gonna move around the map, and he's gonna farm the champions instead of CS, you know?
Yep, that's the idea. And try and at least help Smeb out, you could imagine. As this Mountain Drake has been started. Bard moving back to the bottom side. Manamune is done here for Ezreal, but looks like Gen.G have full control of this Mountain Drake. And we'll have a glimpse of what our soul is going to be for game number 3. Looks like it's going to be Ocean. And so, oh my God, if KT got a quad stack of Ocean Drakes, with this composition, it'd just be disgusting. Ezreal would never lose health because he'd just be skipping around the fights. As Rascal, my God, he does a lot of damage. It's a 3-level advantage for you guys. As yeah, got through the passive shield. That's what bonO can hold his head high up for.
I mean, it's still really great to see Gen.G is cycling the Drake, and they already got the 2 souls.
Yeah.
And also, you can see it from the CS difference. Their AD carry and mid lanes are still fine. It's only jungle and support.
I mean, they're 20 or 30 CS ahead in every single lane.
Yeah.
As Tempered Fate, it can do that. Completely denies Shelly's charge. As Kuro will turn up and poke her eye out. So a few plates are denied there. As that's a Cyclone. As Rascal does still have ulti remaining, remember. So Rascal might actually be able to turn this one. There's the ult. See whether he has the burst damage, and there's the flash and the added range on the crushing blow. Smeb gets the clapback solo kill.
That's a revenge there.
That's beautiful.
And that was clutch as well.
Damn, that was actually, that's part of the change notes that you might miss.
Yeah.
The added range on that Q, but that was exactly what it's used for.
But their mid and AD carry, their mid and both is really struggling because of their matchup, yeah, probably. And Rula and BDD is just working really hard for Gen.G. And I think they already have the structure that they were looking for from the ban picks.
Yeah.
They are just looking for mid-late game team fight.
Well, you can see Gen.G are actually still ahead.
Yeah.
It's 13.5 minutes, and they've taken down so many of the turret plates. That's largely the advantage here as we check this one out one more time. And this was where I was expecting the turn.
Yeah.
Really nice.
탑 좀 싸우죠. 잡았다.
I just found out that he stops chewing gum during the 1v1, you know? Like he's focusing.
Is that like the deaf stops breathing thing?
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's always dangerous when he stops breathing.
Yeah, I was looking at his face and like he was not chewing gum at all, and after the kills and I got him and he started to chew the gum again. That's funny actually.
Perfect. Well, you can see KT 4-1 as far as the kills are concerned. They do have a few of those. They need to try and start working on getting some objectives. They don't have any of those yet. Not too many turret plates either. So skirmishes definitely working out. For a Lee Sin comp, that's what you want. For a TF comp, that's what you want. But for winning the game, you kind of need to do what BDD's doing right here, which is taking down the first turret of the game, putting up his own. Now KT have one extra turret that they need to take out.
40 CS difference between their mid laners.
I mean, BDD's
this is really huge, by the way.
He's 30 CS ahead of the clock.
Yep.
So it's pretty nutty. Have a look at the gold. Even is Smeb. That's what turret plates, what global gold from turrets is going to do for you. Allowing Rascal to be a little bit further ahead. Also has a CS advantage as well, as you can see. So the Malphite not too worried at all, even though he just got solo killed. As we're looking for the first completed item for the Wukong. Kuro just going to clear out this wave. Does have Destiny available. We haven't seen it for a little while. We'll see what he's got planned for that very important ability in this game.
Yeah, and also in 30 seconds, it's going to be third Drake for Gen.G if KT doesn't stop it. And I don't think they're going to allow it.
I think KT needs to fight for it, right? They have a comp that wants to skirmish around things like the Dragon.
Yeah, they want skirmishes, but I don't think they want 5v5, and it's gonna be straight up 5v5 on the Drake pit. So it feels like bonO already decided to just give up the Drake.
That is absolutely insane, actually, as Rascal...
Yeah?
He's gonna have to tank up this turret, looking to try and get himself out here as the Cyclone is used in the air. And now Rascal's just going to run his way out. In the meantime, the Dragon should just be taken. The outer turret bot lane also going to be taken down. Kuro is going to be able to get in here as Rascal just wants to kill, wants to give the kill only over to the Bard, but instead Aiming's going to get an assist as well as Kuro. But the Drake's getting taken down. Smeb might get some damage onto this turret. I think that is 100% worth for Gen.G. As Rascal just runs them around and they get to Soul Point.
Yeah, 43 stacks, and they want a team fight, and it is gonna force them to team fight when it comes to 4 Drake.
Yeah, exactly. Now they have to, and now it's super predictable. Well, they don't have a massive gold deficit just yet.
Yeah.
In fact, the gold is within 500 at this point, so no meaningful lead whatsoever. Aiming, approaching his first 2 items. That's going to feel real good for the Ezreal.
They're losing kills, but CS difference are just having really great bandage for them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if they're losing kills. All they care about is Drake souls and CS and just keep farming, you know? They know the point.
Yeah, and they can just get to a late game and they're a much better front-to-back teamfighting comp. And so they sit around the objectives that they like and take them. not going to be a whole lot that KT is going to be able to do. As Kellin moves towards the top side, Rule is already parked here. And very textbook, they're going to move to the next outer turret and take that one down. And it looks like Rule is pretty happy to free hit it. TusiN avoids the pillar and the extra damage there from BDD and Clid. So they'll save their outer turret for the moment. Magical Journey comes down, arrow pierces the heavens. Does it just keep flying around Runeterra? We watched it exit the minimap, but I just want to see where it goes.
Probably.
I don't know. How far has Runeterra been programmed? Right, it's going to have to release that MMO, and then we'll know exactly the distance.
That is true.
If they release an MMO, there needs to be like consistent Ashe arrows just flying through the skies. Clid is going to start off a bit of a fight. Magical Journey going to get TusiN to safety as in goes bonO, aiming, trying to get some work done here as bonO gets booped back. Ruler tagged by the True Shot barrages. Rascal straight up whiffs the ulti and will be punished instantly for it. BDD throws down his, but he's going to have to flash to get himself out of the way, and KT find themselves exactly the skirmish they were looking for and augment it with the... Oh my god, okay. Goodbye, Clid. Goodbye out of turret mid lane. Goodbye, Gen.G's mental. And KT should find themselves the next Drake after all the dust has settled in 2 minutes' time.
All the structures that they were just building just fall down. They're just falling down because yet, I mean, Gen.G kind of started to have skirmishes here. Yeah, they had not great skill combos, but
bonO straight up kicked the wrong target with his kick flash. But like, Kuro's fancy feed there. Oh man, absolutely not what you want to see.
And then after that, Clid also died for no reason, so Gen.G just randomly falling down after they got 3 Drakes, and all the structures were made for the mid-late game teamfight that they were looking for from the ban picks, you know?
Yeah. It's just crazy. As Aiming now has himself QSS for the next teamfight, 30% CDR. The transformation, Iceborne Gauntlet now done. 2, 1, and 3. The guy is very, very strong, and exactly in the right timing as well, because this is the Ocean Drake that KT really need to fight for.
I mean, this is really sad, you know, for LCK, because Gen.G is not a team who is looking for just satisfying with the like 2nd place or 3rd place. They are looking for winning LCK, but...
Well, bonO might be helping them out here as the teleport does come in. He's going to need another safeguard to those. True Shot barrage flies over Clid. They do lose the Lee Sin, but now Smeb lying in wait. Rascal going to spot him out there. And with 48 seconds, bonO's going to have to really hoof it to get back towards this Drake in time. But I have a feeling he's going to make it. Very lucky for KT.
And also that was really great cut out by Kellin right there.
Yeah, we'll be able to have a look at it right now, actually.
There was a vision, but... Anyways, that was really great play by Gen.G, but they just need to stop dying randomly and just make some plays like this, you know, just play as a team. And this will be their Soul Drake. In 10 seconds is Ocean Drake special.
Yep. But I'm looking at Aiming, this gentleman on your screen right here, and he is the danger for Gen.G. Currently with blue buff as well, so he's completely juiced when it comes to the cooldown reduction. And now Smeb is in a hell of a lot of trouble. Not enough decoy there as there's a massive ulti. Gets a quadra knockup actually as Tempered Fate comes down, but remember this is 4 versus 5 and KT may not want it. Aiming's trying to do what he can, but that ult's gonna land from Rascal. There's now Kuro over the wall. The Lee Sin is dead, no smites available. And KT may just have to give up Ocean Soul and possibly just the game.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Aiming, QSS, flash, Arcane Shift, gets himself out of the way. As Ocean Drake's just going to be given up. And
so it's gone.
That's a disaster. I think it might be just game over.
I mean, that was just another silly mistake. I mean, that was really good play by Gen.G too. But I don't know why Smeb didn't decide to use his flash instantly, because he had flash at that moment, and for sure he could react by their plays, but
Also, you can flash over the wall into Gen.G's jungle as well after the Emperor's Divide. That would have been a possibility. But, you know, I appreciate, you know, going for a play instead. It's all right. It just wasn't anywhere near strong enough in order to do so. And now KT gonna have to start building as many Morellonomicons and things like that as they possibly can. I have a feeling that Aiming will be onto the Mortal Reminder as soon as he possibly can. And there's the Executioner's calling right as I say it. But is that going to be enough? And also it's going to delay even further the death stance that Aiming wants to be putting together.
It's also a really expensive item though.
Yeah, exactly. So now he's put, you know what, 2,700 gold into just component pieces.
And also Rula is building Death Dance too.
Sorry, so 2,100. Yeah, so Rula's going to be even stronger. And the Ocean Drake's going to be helping him out even more. Oh my god. It's terrible.
So I'm not sure. I don't think their team composition is made for 5v5 too. And I don't think at this point Wukong can beat Malphite when he has Ocean Drake's soul. So every structure that KT like built from the early game is already fall down and destroyed completely by Gen.G. So all they need to do is just pray for this miracle teamfight.
Rula has to flash. Kellin gets caught by the Tempered Fate. Hook's going to land onto Aiming, but I think Kellin is just dead. Do manage to lock that one down. Kuro got a little bit overexcited there as the Enchanted Crystal Arrow will put him into the grave. And the Sand Soldiers are now looking for even more. Aiming, can he do it again? Remember, this is against the Ocean Soul. And Smeb gets pushed out of the way. A massive knock-up, but not quite enough damage just yet as the Q's going to land. bonO locks down the kill onto the Malphite as he flashes himself out. BDD down extraordinarily low, and TusiN, he can't out-damage the damn Ocean Soul! And the triple kill comes in. That's 100% that Ocean Drake that did it. But Gen.G, they were the ones that took it. They deserve that one. They only lose 2, and I think they're just going to win the game.
Yeah. That Ocean Drake Soul, that's why we were just hyping so many times, and it showed up just right moment at right time.
Let's have a look at this team fight once again. Observe the power of the Ocean Soul, guys. Also, Kuro going a little bit too ham.
Yeah, I mean, that was really great start of the fight, and they were starting really great, and Aiming was starting to just warming up his kiting power, and it looked really great until Rascal engaged back with Flash and Ultimate, and here we go. He kept trying to kite here, but BDD, he knew that he need to focus on Ezreal, and oh my god, if he didn't have Ocean Drake Soul.
Yeah, look at TusiN, he's like, I'm trying my best. Oh no. Well, that's what happens. Ocean Soul. That's why you're supposed to fight for it a little bit earlier. And BDD did a hell of a lot of damage. His Azir tends to show up, and it certainly has here in game number 3. The gold lead is still only 3,000. The Baron wasn't taken. And actually, okay, base isn't broken. What did Gen.G do while we were in that replay?
Basically just having vision control and try to not get caught anymore, because I said it already so many times, even though Gen.G was winning, either it's Clid or Rula getting caught, right? So
true.
Probably they're just waiting for Rula's summoner spells, because he has no summoners right now. Because at this point, if I'm Gen.G player, I don't want to risk it at all. If there is any like 1% of chance of losing, then I would just take the 100% of winning, you know?
I guess so. But right now they are very far ahead, and Ocean Soul means that they have a huge crutch to use in order to get them over the line, even if they're not going to win a team fight. But checking out Kuro versus BDD here, as yeah, Ludens and Leander is completed, and Rula, like you were talking about, looking to get caught out of position. He's well dead.
Oh my god.
And
cast a curse, I guess.
We're both doing it, man. I'm really glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Solidarity, making sure that I'm not the only one that's cursing here. But Now with Ruler dead, that is a lot of consistent damage that Gen.G are missing. And KT, oh, they're going for the Baron. All right, this is a Hail Mary, 100%. They are stacked together, and there's a Malphite on the enemy team as TusiN gets his magical journey through. But the ultimate does come out from BDD, and now aiming, trying to get into position, not quite able to get the snare as Rascal down to about half. KT, they're still on the Baron. They want to be able to take this one down. Clid very, very close to dead as he gets exhausted. That Mystic Shot not quite able to land, but the Ezreal is just taken down. The Baron should be taken yet again here as, in goes Smeb. bonO's going to die. And with Rascal still alive, I don't know whether KT are going to be able to kill them here. Smeb is up as well. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow is going to look majestic as it flies on forward. As there's the gold card. But Kuro, that is a filthy pillar that is going to cause his death. And Rascal, the big stone gentleman, is just going to walk back towards this Baron pit. And Gen.G will say, this has been one of my favorite circus trips. Let's go again.
Both AD carries are having some hiccup situations, you know. Aiming was kiting really well until he shifts in Malphite.
If aiming can be trusted to do anything, it's shifting in.
Yeah, I mean, he has no enough armor to shift in this time around. But anyways, Ruler again, he got cut again. And this is why Gen.G is considered as weaker team, like compared to Spring Split. But anyways, they tried to fight on Nashor Pit, and eventually they found out the situation and the right place and right moment in the team fight when aiming shifts in.
Yeah, that one. Oh, that's not what you want. A lot of extra damage there, and a really good kill onto BDD. But as the dust settles, it's a triple kill for the Malphite. And in fact, theoretically an unofficial quadra, I believe, by the end. As now we've got Gen.G as just a squad getting themselves through the enemy jungle. 5,000 gold currently is the lead. He's aiming, looks for Rascal, but doesn't manage to hit him with any abilities or auto attacks or anything, as the ulti is completely avoided. Good kickback there from bonO as well, as the Tempered Fate going to buy them some time to try and get through the actual mountain that is Malphite. As Smeb dives into the backline, Ruler's trying to kite as Kuro is going to get there. A great Zhonya's is going to come down, and Ruler is dead yet again. Kuro gets himself out of the fight also, but Smeb has fallen. TusiN now going to be in trouble as in goes BDD. The Sand Soldiers set up, and it is TusiN that's going to fall down. Gen.G are very, very strong, super far ahead. They've got Baron, they've got the Ocean Soul, but somehow KT are still finding some good aspects of a team fight. But it's not looking like it's going to be enough.
BDD, when he's on Azir, like he's so strong and always like playing so good, so well on that champion. And this time around with Ocean Drake, is helping him as well. So there's no doubt Gen.G is gonna clean out this game. And yeah, look at those items already. He's gonna finish the Zhonya's after reset.
Easy. And it looks like Ruler's looking for an Infinity Edge as well. I have to expect, unless he's just going to finish the Mortal Reminder, as the Elder Drake is available. You can see Gen.G parking themselves in the enemy jungle, which is actually their jungle. Let's be honest, it's now bonO and Kuro. They are pretty quick as they run out. Teleports come through from aiming into the back line as Gen.G. Now they're just going to move towards the Elder Drake. Seeing if they could set up a gank beforehand. Reset, actually. As Kellin goes back, joined by BDD, who does have that Zhonya's, like you were talking about. Maybe an opportunity here for KT to get position around the Elder.
Yeah, and they have 2 smites currently, so they can potentially look for the steal, but TF has no flash, so he needs to use Blastcon or something.
Yeah, or his ultimate, which is going to be up in a couple of seconds, but that is going to tell them exactly where they're going. As I didn't know that Bard throws his thing up that high when he goes back with this skin.
It's
very
UFO,
cute.
so
it
should go really high up.
I guess it should just keep going up, right?
Yep.
It's like the Ashe arrow, just keeps going. As this cheeky little ward is doing a lot of work here for KT.
Double smite.
Yeah, aiming gets hit. As there's the Tempered Fate. Buys a little bit of time here for KT, but Smeb looking to come in through the backside. The Elder Drake is taken. I don't think Gen.G could get any stronger than they are right now, and Aiming's going to sacrifice himself into 4 people.
Ocean Drake, Soul, and Elder.
Yep. And they just had Baron, and they're really far ahead.
And he can for sure dance here.
Yeah. And Clid is going to press his R button, run off to Smeb. Smeb does have the Executioner's Calling, but I don't know whether he's going to win this one. Is the second
He's going to actually lose?
Oh,
no way.
Yeah. Clid
Nope.
Able to take him down in the end, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. That's what happens when you get down to 20% health. That dragon comes down and just eats you. Is bonO going to get booped back, and Gen.G will right the ship and take